We have a new Captain Crash Out in mainstream media, specifically daytime talk, and I actually love her. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis, Erica Vane, coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Beyond the Gates video. And this one, we're going to be breaking down season 1, episode number 2. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Beyond the Gates content and conversations. Y'all, I am just thoroughly enjoying this new soap, specifically Dani's character. Like, I think she's speaking to the 20-something crash out that I used to be, and I feel like she's calling that person back for me. But let's get into this episode. Okay, so one thing I want to go ahead and point out is that Nicole makes a point when Haley pops up at her house trying to appeal to her psychologist sensibilities, her mature mind, and potential objectivity. Haley girl, no. But when she pops up with her cookies in tow, begging for Nicole to intercede, maybe mediate, and try to help her assimilate. Yeah, she used the word assimilate into Fairmount. Nicole makes a point of pointing out to Haley that it's not just the anger with Dani, and also you should probably look closer because it's hurt, which is completely different. So I really made a note about the difference between hurt and anger, because while sometimes we can get those confused or we can misread those on others, they are very different emotions that elicit different responses from somewhere close in place, but kind of different in place. Like, to me, anger is a little bit more fleeting, a little bit more explosive, a little bit more like a big brush with like a bomb or big kaboom. Like, anger can be loud, explosive, happen in a moment and then be gone in that same moment. But hurt is visceral. Hurt is kind of like integrating. Like, hurt lands on you and it will sit with you for years, depending on how you find coping mechanisms and healthy ways to process said hurt. So I thought it was so dope that Nicole specifically pointed that out, because while we're watching Dani at the end of this episode go all types of Tiger Woods mistress with the golf club down at Bill's office, and we saw her, last episode punch Haley in the face, we could assume like, yeah, she's just an angry black woman, she running around here being all violent and loud and mean. She's hurt. She's a hurt black woman. And she speaks to that at the beginning of the episode when Anita comes in to check on her, and she's looking at old wedding photos and she's reminiscing on what she remembers and what she still sees in the old photos in reference to the love that Bill had for her at that particular point in time. She's also mourning the life that she had built with him, the years that she had given to not only him, but cultivating the family that they had together, making a home that they had together, and all of that again, yes, and losing that, right, and him betraying that can elicit anger, but the lasting feeling that she's going to struggle with is hurt. And I think that is going to be the thing that really propels Dani throughout the rest of this season, and we're literally watching her crash out specifically because she's so damn deeply hurt. The beginnings of her villain origin story is here, and it's because she's hurt. So shout out to Nicole for giving us that very clear, poignant insight. And if Haley is actually listening while she's running around here talking about some kumbaya and peace and positivity, please accept me. You need to listen when a psychiatrist is talking, because you need to find a way, if you are going to ever be able to get forgiveness from Dani as it pertains to you betraying her and sleeping with her husband and now marrying her ex-husband, you're going to have to appeal to help her heal the hurt, to apologize to the hurt, the very real hurt, because you were not just some random trollop like Dani mentioned in the last episode. You were a friend of the family. You were taken in, you were cared for, you were provided for. And when you got up on your feet, when you got yourself together, you set your eyes on another member of the family and created this chaos that is y'all's relationship. What is bewildering to me It's Haley, girl, why is your dream to get married at this country club? You are not even of this community. You are quite literally a visitor that they granted a family pass that they then now revoked. But you want to stay in this particular community so damn bad with your positivity, love, and light after doing one of the most diabolical things a non-girl's girl can do. It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, we do get to see her when she goes and meets up with Bill later to like catch him up on what went down. She talks about, we could just go ahead and elope to Vegas. But he's like, no, this is what you want, right? And she's like, yeah, it was my dream. I'm like, girl, you need to start finding better dreams, because it clearly was also your dream to steal a married man with who had a family, the family whom you was best friends with. Child, I think you might need to audit your dreams, Haley, because your dreams seem like they be leading your ass astray a time or two. Now, when this episode does a really good job of I think providing additional context for the three major characters within the major conflict so far, even though there are so many subplots brewing, and I absolutely love it in this episode. Haley and how she goes to Nicole starts to help us better contextualize her. We get to see Dani and how she feels in the initial conversation with her mom. But then also we see Martin and Vernon over at the house debriefing on what went down at the country club. And Vernon talks about how he felt like Bill was biding his time until he could slide into his real skin, because he's a snake. And Anita knew it all the time, but he actually gave him a benefit of the doubt. And that to me was the setup for what we're going to see unfold, because we don't get all of it in this episode. When Bill pops up and decides to ask, and I use air quotes around ask, because it very much so gave threaten, it very much so gave intimidate, it very much so gave coerce. It gave, I know your secrets, and if you don't want these secrets to no longer be secrets, you're gonna have your family and the community at my damn wedding. Holding people hostage at your goofy wedding is wild work, but clearly you are the match for Haley's delusional ass, because the way that you are going to have these people, literally, you are blackmailing people to come to your wedding so that you can fake the funk and give her the dream wedding that most women will want. Meanwhile, all the guests have contempt in their eyes, hate in their hearts, and are ready to ride and swing on you at a moment's notice, but they are only here so that you can keep protecting secrets. Child, again, it is wild work, but it is good, juicy, messy work, okay? Now, when Haley is down at the law firm talking to Bill, she makes a statement to him and says that she doesn't want him to go after and hold Dani accountable for punching her. And she says that she needed to win, let her have it. And to me, I don't know why that stood out, but like in focusing on it right now while recording this video, I'm feeling like Haley really did miscalculate this situation. And that's something that Nicole said in their conversation a little bit before this, right? Like, from the perspective of Haley, it feels like she's saying this because she feels like she has one up on Dani. And on the outside looking in, we watching Dani crash out, we watching Dani cry, we watching Dani holler and scream and punch people and do all types of stuff. However, I don't actually believe that Dani is the one that's down and out here. Haley, you are the woman who is about to cancel this wedding in this country club because nobody RSVP, because nobody wants to be seen supporting y'all. You have no friends, you have no family, no mom, no dad, no nothing. And you talking about Haley needed to win, so I'm gonna let her have it? Sis, she has already won. You are literally scratching and screaming and scraping to try to crawl your ass out the damn gutter with a raggedy man. Girl, you might want to go ahead and answer the call that's coming from within the house. You let her have it, because had you not, you will be even further deep down where you currently reside. And you are, again, grasping for air and grasping to be pulled your ass out the gutter. That's just a note I wanted to make, y'all. Now, the question that I had when we get over to Martin going home to his husband, interesting, because we also get to see at the very end when Vernon reveals to Anita about Bill's visit and what he said, and they basically have to agree to come to this wedding. They're doing so to protect Martin. But then when Martin walks in on his husband is talking to somebody he heard and gets off the phone and then throws the phone into the hamper. I said, who that man talking to? See, now I don't trust you, because what's going on? This is a congressman. He seemed like he got a good heart, great intentions. What Y'all got 2 kids, 2 adopted kids. Who is you talking to and what is going on? And what do Anita and Vernon got to protect Martin from? See, it's getting messy, child, and I love it. So aside from that, Bill asks Vernon to bring the family. Everybody gonna be at this damn wedding. It's gonna be hell to pay probably. Dani is going to cut up, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to watch that. Now, I don't know what Ava and Leslie are plotting on. However, we did peep, Ava, how you was looking at Ted down at the hospital. That ain't your man, and he ain't gonna be your man. We do not need, well, you wouldn't be Haley 2.0 because it doesn't look like you're actually friends with this family. It feels like the whole Ashley, Derek, I guess Ava, Leslie are all like other people outside of the Dupree. So this is just another group of people within this community connected by way to the hospital, even though Andre very much so is crushing on Ashley, and I don't understand it. It's making me uncomfortable, but I'm gonna keep watching. But I didn't like the way that little Miss Leslie was staring at Ted when he had got off that elevator. I didn't appreciate it. And I think that's pretty much it, y'all. Aside from Martin and his husband's kids, they were talking about the teenagers, the 17-year-old Tyrell, and I think Samantha is 16 and they're dating or whatever. And I'm just like, well, how old are y'all? If y'all adopted them and they this age, how old y'all supposed to be? I don't know, but we are getting acclimated. This is only episode 2. And those are my thoughts and of what went down. Let me know what yours are in the comment section down below. I'm about to actually watch episode 3 right now, and I'm going to make sure that I stay up on this and drop the videos daily for y'all so that we can kiki and talk about our soaps. Y'all. This is feeling very 90s, and I love this for us. But we can talk about these new episodes every single day. Drop a comment, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.